Hey, yo, the devil are you? Okay, welcome back to the channel. So, a few weeks ago, I did a video on by wiring your speakers, and I found that there wasn't really much point to it, as I couldn't hear any discernible difference between by wiring and single wiring. But the receiver I have here is capable of by amping. So what I want to see is whether by amping would be better than by wiring, and can you hear a difference? So I'm going to by amp this amplifier, okay, with these speakers. And what I'll do at the end then is just do a little bit of a sound test and comparing the two to see if you can hear any discernible difference. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed yet, why haven't you? Come on, subscribe to the channel. You get to the end of the video and you go, do you know what? He wasn't that much of a dick. You can give this video a like if it helped. Thank you very much. Okay, let's get on with by amping this receiver. Okay, so on the back of the receiver, you've got your 5.1 surround, and if you want 7.1, you can use this, or you can use it as zone B. So presence, I think, is 7.1, and you've got by amp here, or surround back. So these are just a spare, it's just a spare amp, but you can do other things with it. But just be aware, if you do use these for by amping, you won't get the 7.1, you only get the 5.1. But there we are. Now these are plugged in here, so I can't put the banana plugs in, so I'll just wire them. I could take them out, but I can't be bothered. Okay, so all I need to do is just pop wire in here, then put them to the speaker. Then we have to configure it, and then in the settings. Okay, so on the back of the speakers, on bi-wireable speakers, they'll have the plus and the minus, plus the minus, minus, plus and the plus. Some of them are differently configured. Just one thing you need to know is you need to remove these binding posts here when you do it, so you can separate the frequencies. And all you do then is just pop the wires in, so you got your plus and plus on this side, and minus on that side. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these binding posts. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the other speaker. Then that's the amp and the speakers wired up. All I need to do now is configure it in the settings. Okay, so all the wiring's in place. All I need to do now, like I said, is to go into the settings of the receiver and switch it to by amp. Now, obviously this is a Yamaha receiver, and even some of the Yamahas might be slightly different to this one. But somewhere in your setup or refer to your manual, there will be a by amp function if it's capable of doing it. So you just go into settings, and it's in speaker and configuration, and there at the top you've got power amp design, and I've already popped it on by amp. So normally it'll be on maybe presence or possibly surround back or whatever, zone B 5.1, but you want it on by amp. Now it's ready to go. So all I need to do now is to test the speakers by amped and not by amped. So I'll do a 5-track comparison of each one, Obviously coming through the speakers. I won't do it direct 'cause there's no point, otherwise you're not going to hear it through the speakers, are you? Duh. Okay, so I'll do a 5-track comparison and let's see what you think after we finish the 5-track comparison. Anyway, let's get on with it. So there was no bloody difference. After all that, I couldn't hear any difference whatsoever. So disappointed and really frustrating, and it makes you question, why do these manufacturers put these things by wireable capability and by amp capability on their equipment? And I think it's just demand. People demand it. If you're going to spend less than £1,000 on equipment, I don't think you're going to get any discernible difference when you're bi-amping or bi-wiring. You're just not. Look, if you had a top end receiver, £2,000-3,000 or more, proper top end one, and some top end big floor standing tower speakers, then you may hear a difference. But even then, I don't think it's going to be massive. You would think, even though my equipment's not the top end stuff, it's still good stuff. But there wasn't even a slightest difference at all. I couldn't hear anything. I don't know what you guys think. Did you hear anything different? I know, obviously, YouTube crunches down the audio, but you'd think you'd hear something. But no, I just think that you tell someone something enough, they start believing it. People believe, oh yeah, there is a difference. Oh my God, yeah, it's so much better. No, it's not. Don't lie. It isn't. I don't believe you. You're hearing things. Get some things and clean your ears out, because it's not. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I'd love to know your thoughts on it and whether you think bi-wiring or bi-amping is worth it. Personally, I don't. Some people may say, oh well,
Yes, you didn't use the right cable. You should have got the cable made by the elves on Magical Fairy Mountain.
no, nonsense, okay? Look, I was using 1.5 meters cable. It doesn't make a difference at that length. If it was 5 or 6 meters or more, then maybe if I got more expensive cable, yeah, that would make a difference. But 1.5 meters cable, look, just normal speaker cable would be fine. If I had more expensive cable made by the elves on Fairy Mountain, okay, it wouldn't have made no difference. Anyway, like I said, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.